From Cleveland
Mm.
to Milwaukee. Speaking of injuries,
Oh, good lord.
the
And
Milwaukee Bucks,
speaking about a superstar that doesn't want to be somewhere.
the Milwaukee Bucks, they'll begin their opening series against the Indiana Pacers in a 3-6 matchup. That game will start on Sunday at 7 p.m. on TNT. Giannis is still questionable for this series. So
Mm.
I give it to the guy who decided to pick my Magic to actually win a series, and I'm starting with Kobe King.
A pick. Well, thank you, sir. So I'm gonna say this: the difference between Damian Lillard and Donovan Mitchell is vast.
Oh,
We know
agreed.
Damian
Agreed.
Lillard doesn't want to be here, but do you not think that Damian Lillard smart to say, "I want to go to Miami anyway"? So how about this? Giannis out these first few games. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna give y'all game time times 10. I'm gonna give y'all everything I got in these playoffs. When this season over, I need to get to Miami. Can we make that happen?
Okay. So you're basically saying that Dame Dollar's going to use this playoffs as audition tape.
Dame Dollar's going to use this. I mean, I don't even think you need it for Miami. I think what you need to do is
I
you
don't
need
think
to
he's
get
using it.
Milwaukee to say, okay, fine, we did this to get you here. Now, if you want us to trade you to Miami after the season to go where you really want to go, you got to show us. You got to show us that you're going to give it your all in these playoffs. If Damian Lillard gives it his all in this first round series, right? If he goes out there and he's Dame time, if these other guys do their thing, I think Giannis is going to be out 2 or 3 games. I think when he gets back, he won't be 100%. He'll be on like a minutes restriction for probably the rest of the playoffs, unless they make it like to the NBA finals. They're like, look, where they will be playing Denver. If they make it there, so they'll have to have to do a little bit more. But that's me being facetious. You ain't got there yet, but I'm just saying. So unless he get like to the finals, I think he's gonna be on minute restriction. So you're gonna need a lot of Damian Lillard. So Damian Lillard go out there and get Milwaukee everything they can and try to help them win a championship. Behind the back deal will help you get to Miami because we know you don't want to be here. If you give us your best and we get a chance to get deep in the playoffs and maybe win a ring, behind the back deal, we'll get you to Miami. So I'm going with Milwaukee because the other pieces are there. They have enough because Indiana's going to let you score as well. Indiana's not a prominent
Yeah,
team. They're going to let
that's
you
my
get points too.
that's my only issue with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you get Dame time. You get the other guys step up for a couple of games because they don't want to be down 0-2, 2-1 when Giannis get back. They want to be 1-1 or up 2-1 when Giannis get back. I think they got enough to hold for about 3 games. So I'm going to go Milwaukee in this series if we can get Giannis back by game 4.
4.
Preferably game 3, but we can get it back by game 4. I'm going to go Milwaukee because Damian Lillard want out. And Milwaukee ain't some of the other teams just going to let you just do whatever you want and then leave. If you want to leave, you're going to have to show us that you're willing to give it your all to get up out of here pimping.
So it's a ring or you stay in a buck. Oh, that's
I'm not going to
cold.
say a ring or you staying above, but your best performance or you're staying above. Don't you be
Okay.
out there putting up 20-point games and shooting threes from the 3-point line. You Damian freaking Lillard. We want to take you out there. You took Portland past the first round, and you had hot trash on your team.
Not
you want him to be like this from 40.
not the fact that Cole Johnson is like milking this very much right about now.
That's what
Oh gosh.
I'm
Um.
walking.
See. And I can't hate on what Cool said. Because
And then he'll go for Indiana.
no, I'm not. Because the one point as to why I would not pull for or go for them in this series is what you mentioned. The defense is optional at best for the Pacers. If they played any sort of defense, like if they played defense under the good lord,
Larry Bird era, even the Larry Bird era.
the Larry Bird era, heck, even in the Frank Vogel era there.
Yes.
If they played defense like that, then I would pick the Pacers in this series. Because I really believe there's two factors. Well, there's three factors in this series to me, or any series. The Bucks go in that make me just give me pause about this whole team. And this is even with Giannis Antetokounmpo being healthy. One, you have Damian Lillard, who really does not want to be 90 miles north of Chicago. He's been wanting to be in South Beach ever since he had the opportunity to go from Portland. So he doesn't want to be there. That's one factor. But, as Cool said, I don't think it's going to be a big enough factor to where it's going to affect his game, much like we think similar in the way of Donovan Mitchell. Number two, how is the Bucks version of Mr. Glass, a.k.a. Chris Middleton? Because the effectiveness of him and the health of him pretty much means if he's on the court, the Bucks go pretty far. If he's off the court, the Bucks will go home pretty soon. And then the coach of the team, Adrian Griffin. Oh no, he got fired when the team was 30-13.
Why does he do this? Why does he always do this?
Does anybody think Glenn Rivers is a championship caliber head coach? Yes, I know he won a ring 16 years ago with the Celtics, but that was with a lineup starring Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce.
No.
That, to me, is why I've given so much pause to say, yeah, the Bucks can win every series. Because any of those factors can just rear its ugly head and just mess the whole team up. Number one, wouldn't mess them up as much because I think Dame wants to at least show that he can ball. Chris Middleton, that's a crapshoot. No, Jonte Porter, don't gamble on how many games he's going to play in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, you can. I mean, you're already out now. You can do what?
Well, he's got to prove that he's not. He got to prove he's not gambling degenerate. Because I know he wants to be back in the league.
Man, he ain't never get back in the league. You might as well go gamble every day, bro. You ain't get back in the league.
Otherwise, he has to go to Europe. And Doc Rivers, you messed the team up all the way. And I'll give you this series, but in the conference semifinals, you're gonna take an L like you've got it and led teams many different times since that 2010 season where you lost a Game 7 in the NBA Finals.
Cole Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
No, he didn't. Man, use his voice.
I'm just gonna make it quick.
Tell
I'm
me.
taking Milwaukee. Okay, so that's 3 straight from Milwaukee.